Hello, sir. My name is Deparno Bishash from Section 10, roll number 21CH10022. And for the DIY disassembly and reassembly project, project number 3, I am going to be opening a mosquito killing liquid vaporizer. Let me disassemble this vaporizer first. So what I've basically done is that I've unscrewed these two screws and I have unlocked this case, this outer covering. The thing that we find inside here is this plastic case that was covering a switch. This is the internal part of the liquid vaporizer. So let's take it apart. So what I've just done is that I have removed this lower case that was supporting the structure from below here, and thus this is the internal part of the liquid vaporizer. What this contains is a circuit. This circuit contains an LED. There are two diodes, diode 1, diode 2 right here, these black components as you can see. There's a switch and there's a resistor. Now this resistor by the color coding stands out to be 100 kilo ohms, which is very high. This prevents excessive current from flowing through the circuit and hence helps circuit from being destroyed. There is another component here, this white colored, it's a bit dusty. This white colored component, this is basically made of ceramic, and beneath this casing there are two thermistors present inside here. As you can see, there are wires connecting the main circuit with these power points, and some wires also connect these power points to this ceramic thermistor. Now why is the ceramic being used? So that the heat does not reach from this part to the plastic case. Now let us talk about how this liquid vaporizer actually works. For example, this is a refill. Now this refill contains liquid in here, and there's this black colored plug which is present inside the refill and the liquid. What happens is the liquid inside seeps through this plug to the top, and say when the plug of the refill pack is put in such a position, this black colored part enters through this metal segment. Now what happens is, once it is switched on and it is automatically in the normal mode, the current starts flowing in here and the thermistors heat up, causing the liquid that has seeped up to this black top portion to vaporize and thus spreads across the room. Now as soon as the switch is put up in active mode, the vaporization increases. This happens as the current that is flowing in the circuit becomes more in magnitude. The diodes have been given in this system in order to protect the system and the circuit board from backflow of the current that might happen. So this is how this entire system works, and these are the power points through which we get the power from the socket. And let's test it out once to see how it works with its open condition. As you can see that I have connected this open circuit in this plug point, and let's turn it on. The moment I turn it on, this LED glows and it's showing a green color, and the moment I put it in active mode, it starts showing yellow color. So this is a functioning portion, and this is basically, now if there was a plug here, it would heat up and the liquid would spread. Now let's put it all together for the reassembly portion. Now what I've done is I've put in the holder and I've placed the circuit inside, and I've put this switch on here, and the last thing left is to put on the outer plastic covering case and just screw it. Now I've screwed this back together, and this is exactly how it was at the start, and let's check it out if it still works. And as you can see, I've plugged in this machine again, and let's check whether if it is working. Let's turn on the switch, and in the normal mode it is showing this green color. The active mode is showing the yellow color, and say if there was a refill present here, it would start vaporizing the liquid that was seeping through that refill. So this was my disassembly and reassembly project for DIY, and the most interesting part that I learned through this activity is that how the circuits inside actually look. This was my assignment. Thank you, sir.